Don't get lost in Neverland. When I first arrived in Thailand, I had a large friend group and we'd often joke with each other about living in Neverland here in Bangkok, the famed island in Peter Pan where you live forever, young and free. I initially came to Thailand on vacation in 2015 with plans to start an online business, and I never left my vacation mode. And by 2018, I was pretty much broke with no clear direction and had to return to my home country of Canada to recalibrate, refocus my energy, and make some money again. This is a very common story here in Thailand. And the reality is that when you first come to Thailand, it often does feel like Neverland. It's a fun place and feels like a never-ending party. But time does keep ticking on and you simply don't notice it. And you find expats who fell off the wagon and wake up one day disconnected and worn out. They got lost in Neverland. And what really draws you into Neverland is alcohol and a party mentality, which is very pervasive here in the expat community in Thailand. After all, this is the most visited city in the world and is famous for partying, famous for nightlife, and there are far too many temptations to part you with your hard-earned time, energy, and money. That's great for a holiday. But if that becomes your life, you're probably headed for a hard landing. Very easy to get caught up in that party culture, and days, weeks, months, years will pass by. And for me, much of my experience from 2015 to 2018 was conditioned by excessive alcohol consumption and too much partying, and it became very hard to regain any focus or direction when you're consistently waking up with a hangover. As an expat, networking is essential. You don't live in your own society, and ultimately, the expat community is your society. Networking will help you find great employment and business opportunities, as well as help you navigate all the intricacies of living in a foreign society and a foreign culture, such as healthcare, immigration, visas, dating, and the list goes on and on. But more importantly, it gives you a sense of belonging. I've met more than a few expats who cut themselves off from the expat community, often when they found themselves in a relationship with too much jealousy. This can be very isolating and unfortunately can eventually be a one-way path off a balcony in Pattaya. Don't be that guy. Other expats share your culture and societal perspectives and keep you grounded living in an entirely foreign culture. And hopefully they also keep you from entering Neverland. But they can also facilitate it. When I first moved here, I found a great group of people, but the social environment revolved around drinking and partying somewhat excessively. And that experience definitely influenced me as I entered the Neverland vortex, which I didn't really escape until 2018 when I was broke and had to go back to my own country. That reality hit home hard. Network widely, but choose your close circle carefully. Bangkok is a pretty unique city with a very unique reputation internationally. And with that, it attracts a huge range of different people, from dejected incels and alcoholics running from life to backpacker ESL teachers and corporate and international package workers and digital nomads and entrepreneurs. And let's not forget this guy. Consider this. In the United States, 1.2% of the male population is classified as clinical psychopaths, and 7% of the population is classified as clinical narcissists. What do you think those percentages are here in a city like Bangkok with the international reputation that it has? Personally, I'd wager those numbers are higher. And all of this means it's important to choose your close circle of friends judiciously. And the group you hang out with will heavily influence your perceptions of life here in Bangkok. Getting a beer at noon at Nana Plaza, totally normal here. Is it though? Remember Rohn's theory. The 5 people you spend the most time with will shape who you are. And that theory is simply much stronger in a place like Thailand, where you don't have any connection to your home society, and when you've got a collection of pretty strange personalities. When you're an expat, you live outside of any cultural norms or expectations. Kind of a weird world, but it's also very freeing. You're definitely not part of Thai culture. You could live in Thailand for decades, speak fluent Thai, and you'll still be a Farang, the Thai word for Western foreign. This is a country and culture which is defined by ethnicity. Don't get deluded notions of going native and becoming Thai. It's simply not gonna happen. It's much better to embrace the fact that you live outside of any cultural expectations or norms. Back home, we tend to measure life through certain accomplishments based on our age. And here in Thailand, you simply don't have any of those expectations or milestones. The total lack of grounding makes it very easy to fall into Neverland. I'm not saying to stay out of Neverland. Neverland is a great place, but you have to know that you're in it, and you have to have paths to escape. As time passes, if you don't set some foundations for building a positive and productive life, it can turn into one of despair later on. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and comment. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.